We're live. Welcome to today's Power Up Call. We're back in the home base, and I am excited to talk with you guys about this quote that I have from, again, an old classic that has been a huge factor in my own personal success. And I'm excited to share it with all of you. So before we dive in, just quick housekeeping. There will be some updates coming today for the stage 2 videos. So kind of like what I did with stage 1, where I shortened it, condensed it, made it more efficient. You're going to see some of those similar changes in stage 2. I have some new and clarifying content to help you guys with some of the questions you guys have been having. Again, the goal is to go through and remove as much friction as possible, make it as easy and efficient of a process for you guys so you can assimilate the information quickly, easily, move through the program, and then get started reaching out to clients as quickly as possible so you can start earning some serious copywriting money, right? Again, if you're in the boot camp, if you're in that, it shouldn't take you more than 14 days. It should take you a matter of maybe a week or less. If you're extremely obsessed with making money and improving your life, you'll be able to move through it fairly quickly and efficiently. And once you get to your legion, that's where the real work begins. That's where you're going to have a unit of like-minded people. You're going to be competing against others. It's the best environment for you then to take what you learned in the boot camp and start earning money with it. So if you're in the boot camp, make sure you work your way through quickly and efficiently. I'm going to be doing things on the back end to make that more, let's say, less friction for you guys. Remove as much friction as possible so you can progress through it quickly. So you keep an eye out on updates. And in the meantime, just work your way through. It's already a fantastic system, but I'm the kind of guy who is going to always be going through the OODA loop myself and finding new and better ways to improve what I do. That's one of the big things. That's one of my core character traits as a person, and it's one of our core values here inside the campus. So with that being said, let's dive into today's content, today's little mini lesson. Now, this quote that I'm about to read to you is from one of the all-time classics. Warren Buffett credits a large percentage of his success to studying this man's work, right? This is a foundational set of knowledge, or it's a skill set you have to acquire, right? And the work I'm talking about is Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People, right? He wrote this book back in the day, like early 1900s or whatever. And it was basically about human interaction and social interaction. And it helped people understand how to interact with other people, how to win friends, how to become friends with someone, how to influence people, right? And I encourage all of you to read it or listen to it. You can usually find the audiobook on YouTube. Definitely something you want to work your way through, or as you have spare time. If you're doing something tedious, it's a good thing to listen to because it will give you a lot of insights into how to approach social interactions, which sales is a social interaction. Copywriting, to some degree, is an interaction between you and your reader, right? So if you understand these core principles about how humans work and how social interactions work, it gives you an advantage when you sit down to write compared to other people who, let's say, are socially tone deaf, who don't understand how to interact with others. And this is something I've seen, again, I've been doing a lot of personal one-on-one review of your guys' outreach templates, so your sales activities. And it has become apparent to me that many of you don't understand the social dynamics of what you're doing. So that's why I thought it'd be helpful for you guys to see this quote, to hear it, and to start thinking about this. And again, if you have time, if you're all the way through the boot camp, if you're in the legions and you're working outreach, I highly, highly recommend you go through this guy's book, Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. You can find a link to the free audiobook on YouTube. It's a super valuable skill set for you to acquire. Again, Warren Buffett credits it with his success. I've learned a lot of things from this that's helped me be very successful. Again, you talk to 9 leaders out of 10 in today's world, and they've all read this book and it's highly beneficial for them. So without any more pumping up of Dale Carnegie and stuff, let's just read his quote and talk about how it applies to us. So you guys should be able to see this on the screen. The only way I can get you to do anything is by giving you what you want. I'm going to read that again. The only way I can get you to do anything is by giving you what you want, right? This ties in with what we talked about yesterday. What's in it for me? Everything in life, everything meaningful is a value exchange, right? Think about it. Everything from social, like any social interaction, obviously, dating, business, anything. The time you spend in the gym, it's all a value exchange. You exchange something and get something else. And social interactions is the exact same way. You might not think about it, but like parent to kid, sibling to sibling, friend to friend, man to woman, it's all a value exchange. Someone's trading something for something else, right? And if you want to influence someone, if you want someone to do something that you want, let's talk about from a sales frame here. If you want to get someone else to do something for you, the best way you can do that is to first give them what they want. Now, this is a strange concept for some of you, but let me explain it from a different perspective. If you're a high net worth individual, if you're running a business, if you're a multi-millionaire, and let's say you realize that you have earned something and you have so much value, you have so much money, you quickly realize that just about everyone in your entire world comes to you with their hand out. They come to you asking, taking. They want to get something from you. Most people are complete and utter takers. They just try and take from other people. And that doesn't usually work so well. You can probably think of people in your lives, friends that you've had, people in your life that were takers on a social level, right? They were draining. They really were only focused on themselves and what they want, and they didn't really care about you and your situation or your feelings or anything like that. As important as feelings are, they didn't care. It wasn't a reciprocal trade of value. They took way more than they were giving, right? You can probably think of friends like this. You can probably think of maybe even a family member or two. Now, if you were a smart person, you realize this and you reduce the amount of time you spend with these people. You might have, stopped talking with them, sat with other people, hung out with other people, with other friends. There's probably a lot of times that you've thought about this, right? Where you've realized that it's an equal value exchange and you move, right? A lot of times you can spot those unequal power exchanges from the very beginning. When you first meet someone, you first start talking to somebody, you can tell if they're going to be a taker or not, and you choose not to be friends with them or interact with them, right? The business owners that you are reaching out to run the exact same filter, but they're probably even more strict with it, right? Because they realize that every second of their time is worth a significant amount of money, right? They could be spending that time on a task that brings them significant money in, right? And if they see someone come into their life and it's obvious that they're a taker, that they are going to be asking for something, they're trying to get that money, they're just trying to take, then they tend to back away, ignore, mark as spam, and leave, right? However, if you show up and instead of taking first, if instead you do, like the quote says, if you start by giving them what they want, they're way more likely to then turn around and give you what you want, which is pay you extremely well, right? And it becomes a mutually beneficial trade of value, right? But the only way to start, if you want to initiate that type of relationship with someone, you initiate it by first providing value, by first giving, right? And there's a lot of ways you can give. You don't have to do, and again, once you guys go through the boot camp, you'll see there's different outreach strategies. One of the ones that a lot of you guys do is the free value one, where you offer to provide some type of small deliverable for them for free, so they get a taste for your stuff, and it also sort of kicks off this value exchange. You don't have to do that. There are ways to frame the other outreach strategies in a way that you are giving. Again, it just depends on the value that you are offering to provide. But as long as that thing is perceived as valuable and unique and compelling, and it makes them curious and desire it, and it's something that's going to help them achieve what they want, they're more likely to watch it. They're more likely to take that, consume that, and then that exchange of value is what initiates the relationship. That's what initiates the economic increase for both of you guys, where you both are giving each other value, and because of that value, you're both increasing your revenue as individuals, right? So again, the only way I can get you to do anything is by giving you what you want. And you can think about this across all these different phases. Think about with your writing as well, right? When you're writing a DIC email or a PAS email, you have to first, the entire thing, it has to be about them. It has to be about what they care about. It has to be about what is interesting to them, right? Or at least has to tie into that very clearly for them. If not, you're wasting your time, because they won't do anything that you want. If all you do is you take, and ask without providing value, or at least demonstrating that you're going to provide value in this exchange, then people will leave. They won't listen to you, right? The best copywriters in the world are experts at identifying what people truly want on the inside and then giving it to them. That's all you have to do to be successful in business. Find out what people want and then just give it to them. And then they will do anything for you. They will pay you. They will follow you. They will do whatever you need them to do for you to be successful. But it all starts with focusing on giving the other people what they want. Everything in life is a value exchange. You can't make money. You can't print money from the sky. Someone has to give you money. You have to convince someone that the value you're providing is worth them giving you their money. So, and you can only do that by first giving them what they want in the first place, right? You have to find that out. You have to ask yourself, what do they want? How can I give it to them? So as you go through the rest of the program, as you make your way into the Legion, and as you begin your outreach and start landing clients, you need to have this as your sort of golden principle, your guiding North Star. In order to get what I want, I have to give people what they want, right? And that has to be the main driving force of your outreach, of your communication. It has to be focused on them and what they want. And the people you want as clients will pick up on that. They'll read your words, they'll see your approach, and they'll say, this guy gets it. He's not like the 99 other guys who've showed up here asking, obviously just pitching me on something. They just, come in here with some empty nothingness, and then make a big ask for me. No, this guy's showing up with some real value. He's here to provide value for my stuff. He's here to work with me. I'm going to talk with him because this is a valuable exchange of my time. That's the goal. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to become. But first, you have to make this mindset shift. So I want you to take, again, yesterday you should have done this already, but review again, go back through your outreach, go back through your copy and ask yourself, how am I providing value for these people? What am I giving them that they truly, truly want so that they will give me what I want from them? Because that's how social interactions work. So do that exercise, go through your stuff. If you have some time, try and listen to the How to Win Friends and Influence People or read it. It's a fantastic book. It's helped me make a lot of money, helped me learn a lot of these principles. I read it when I was a young man. I think I was like 16, 17. My dad gave it to me. Excellent book. I will be giving it to my sons. And as such, I'm going to recommend it to you as well. So go out and read the book if you can. It would be secondary to completing the boot camp and actually doing the actual work that you're supposed to do inside the copywriting campus with your outreach and stuff like that. But if you're doing something tedious and you don't need to use your brain, you might as well listen to this and improve yourself along the way. So take this lesson, take this concept, apply it to your stuff, embrace this mindset shift, and watch how you start getting more of what you want in the world. This has been a good call. We will do this again tomorrow morning. Let's see how this cut works for you guys. You guys take care.